Don't become a victim of your own habits. And by that I mean we get into routines, and I noticed that as I got a little bit older, my routines became more rigid and more ingrained. The routes that I took to work, the times that I got to places, the people that I met and the places that I met them, all became very rigid. And this is how you get caught by a potential bad guy who is paying attention, who is planning, and who knows that you're going to show up at a certain place at a certain time, or you're going to take a specific route and be at a certain place at a certain time. That you have certain habits that they can exploit and get what you have. So, you know, we're going to try to stay away from that. First, routes. So if you take the exact same route every time to, especially at the same time every time, it's easy to predict where you're going to be. So somebody can feign a breakdown on the road, or feign an accident on the road, or something like that, and get you to stop. And once they have you stopped, you know, you are in a vehicle, and that's a lot like being in an ambush. You don't have room to maneuver. You don't have room to protect yourself. You may not be able to respond fast enough to a potential attack. Which brings me to parking spaces. When we get into a habit of looking for a specific parking space, close to the store or whatever, we also put ourselves at more risk. So I like to park in the back of the parking lot. I'm healthy enough and fit enough to do the extra walking. I like to have a lot of space around my vehicle so I can assess the environment around my vehicle before I get out of it, and before I re-enter that vehicle. It's more difficult in an open space to ambush somebody. Nearly impossible. So if you're fit enough, I highly recommend that you park it out in the back of a parking lot. During the day, nighttime is a different thing altogether, and I'm going to have an entire video, or maybe even 2 videos on parking spaces coming up. But for right now, during the day, you know, you don't have to worry about dark spots or anything like that. If you park way in the back, you've got plenty of room around your vehicle where you can assess the environment. Okay, times. If you're one of those people, let's say that you go to the gym every morning at, say, 6 a.m., and you're meeting people, and you have a set date every day, or every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at XYZ gym. Well, people see that. They see that there's this car with this person, and this person looks like they have something that I want to take. They know that you are going to park, especially if you're a creature of habit in your parking. They know where you're going to park, and they know exactly how to set up for you, and they know exactly when. So kind of mix that up a little bit, get there a little earlier, park different, meet your friends there, go into the gym together. So, you know, you're just kind of mixing up your schedule. You're adding fog to the battlefield, as opposed to just shining a great big giant beacon on you and how easy it is to take advantage of you. Parks. People like to go to parks. I get that. I go to parks all the time. I do hikes and everything, but we have to mix it up. You don't always want to do the same trail or go to the same trailhead. And once again, back to time, I'm going to harp on this a little bit. If you're always, as I got older, and I know that this is This is more of a problem with older people than it is with younger people. We become creatures of habit. So if I want to be at the park at 6 p.m., I'm going to be at the park at 6 p.m. And then people know exactly where I'm going to be and when I'm going to be there. So let's mix that up a little bit. There are a lot of trails, there's a lot of interest. So, and also, you can meet people there and go on a hike with them. This is a big one that I know back when we lived in apartments, we would go to the mailboxes, and all the mailboxes were in this little enclosed area. And if you get into a habit of going to check the mail every day at a certain time, the bad guys know when checks are coming. The bad guys know when you're going to be there. They know exactly where you're going to be. They could take advantage of that. Don't be exploited by your schedule or by your mail pickups, and take somebody with you if you can. I know you can't always, but dogs also are very good for going and getting mail, going on hikes in the park and everything like that. A medium or large sized dog is a threat to a potential bad guy. They're much more likely to move on to a softer target. So tell me, what did I miss so far? I want to know, I know I'm not hitting everything. I would like to know from you guys in the comments. Just tell me, what did I miss? What are your ideas? And I try my best to respond to every comment. Now, there are some comments that I don't respond to because there's just no valid response. Some of them are just, thanks for watching, that's it. But if there are questions or there are input, I'd like to hear it. Next, the next video I'm going to do, and I think it's going to drop Thursday, probably, Thursday I'm going to be busy, so it may be Friday. The next one is going to be parking lot safety, and so once again, it's going to be, a lot of it is, I guess to me, these types of videos, I think they're important because I think we all know this stuff deep down, that we should be doing these things, but I think that we just forget it. And sometimes we don't want to be inconvenienced. And why should we be inconvenienced? Well, we live in a different world now, and things are getting scary out there, and I want to help you through that the best I can, and I want to give you the advantage of my experiences. And hopefully I can help keep you safe. That's all I've got for today. And stay safe out there, fellas and ladies.